Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. I am working for the first time ever with open bezels and UV resin. I know 2016 called, they want their idea back, but I'm always a little bit late. Anyway, I got these open bezels from Temu. If you missed my latest Temu haul, definitely go and check it out because I got so many adorably yummy things, including these super chunky brass bronze effect open bezels. I was so excited to find them, honestly, because I've been wanting to try them for the longest time. So if you missed that, go check it out. I also got the UV tape. Is it UV tape? The resin tape. Yeah, resin tape that we stick the bezels down onto. Now, I have used open bezels on my channel before. They were in the shape of strawberries, but I used epoxy resin, 24-hour cure. Like, this blows that out of the water. This is hands down the easiest resin project you could ever do on the planet. So if you are out here and you are thinking you would love to get into resin, you'd love to try it, then I would fully recommend starting with UV resin. Now, this is something I never did. I actually went straight in to epoxy resin, and UV resin kind of came later for me, hence hence doing open bezels when the rest of the world and their dogs have already done this. But oh my gosh, I cannot explain how much fun and how easy this is. Okay, Vista Lumen is Vista's UV resin. We're going to be using that. We've put 3 open bezels down onto the resin tape and we've pushed them down in place just to get a nice seal between the tape and the open bezel. I was still nervous because, again, I always expect leaks when it comes to Claire's Crafty Corner. Something's got to go wrong, but that's the fun of it. I am going to be using the cocktail sticks to move the resin around. I did show you those on screen, but yeah, I'm just putting down a small layer, a thin layer of the Vista UV resin first, and I'm spreading it out with my stick. The plan is I'm going to just do this in a couple of stages. Very new to me, very new to me. The hardest decision was working out what I was going to put down in there. You know, like, the possibilities are endless, but when you buy something and it comes in like a pack of 10, you're limited. You know, if I had a whole box of these, trust me, I'd be doing this for the next 6 months because this is by far the easiest, most fun project you could do. Okay, back to the video. I have spread that UV resin out with my cocktail stick and I'm just going over with my long neck lighter just to get rid of any of those visible air bubbles. And I think I did a pretty okay job before they go under the UV light. Now, my UV nail lamp goes up to 90 seconds at a time, so you just have to keep pressing it if you want it to go for longer. I do 90 seconds twice, so 180 seconds. Next up, this was fully inspired by my last video on Saturday, which was my polymer clay, where I shoved the metal cogs into the polymer clay and baked them in the oven. This was kind of inspired by that. It made me think, oh my gosh, I need to do this really simplistic but beautiful and impactful pendant where we have an open bezel, clear resin, and some of the metal inclusions, the keys, the cogs, etc, 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 yeah, etc. So yeah, that was my plan. So there you saw me just put my second layer of UV resin down into the bezel. The first layer has cured. Now, I've never used this tape before, and I can see that it's kind of pulled in around the edges of the bezel. Is that normal? Let me know, guys, if you use open bezels. Let me know if that's normal, if I'm on the right track. I was worried about it because I thought, does that mean that they've come unstuck? But then I wasn't too worried about it because I knew that that first layer was cured. Anyway, I'm putting in as much as I can physically get in there. What I'm trying to do is put enough inclusions so that it gives a wow, but also not put too much in that when I try to dome the open bezels that it's just gonna not cover everything that I've put in. That's where my thought processes were. So I've put in as much as I feel I can before I cure the second layer. So again, 90 seconds times 2 on the second layer. This is now the third and final layer, and I love them so much. I get so excited, guys. I can't even explain it. I'm going super slowly here. What I'm going for here is a domed effect, a real nice juicy dome on each of these bezels, but I don't want to flood them. I want to go real slow, take my time, and just pour drop by drop by drop. I went out of focus here, so I just moved it back into frame so that we wouldn't be going out of focus. My camera wasn't sure what it wanted to focus on. But yes, I'm just going in slowly. I'm letting the UV resin work its way out and work its way into all of the nooks and crannies that have been presented by these metal inclusions. And then all I do is I just add like one drop, one drop, one drop, one drop, and then I'm kind of eyeballing the dome. And as soon as I see the dome that I really love, it is a fast, it's like, right, blast it with your lighter and then get the UV on there so that they can't overspill. That was my theory. One more drop could have sent it over the edge, but how pretty do these look under the UV light? I absolutely love the simplicity of this one. I truly do. I know I talk about it a lot. I know I talk about the shove it all in technique. This is where less is more. Like in this one, it is where less is more. I think the actual colour of these open bezels works just perfectly for the colour of the cogs and the keys, and they just, oh my gosh, it's like they were made for each other. They were totally made for each other. You would almost think on the same day. They were made on the same day. How stunning is this? Now, I do notice here when I hold it in a certain light, the key is taller than the dome of my UV resin. And that is what I was trying to avoid. But I'm not angry about it. First time trying, I am so chuffed with the results, like beyond chuffed. On this one, I did notice that it just went over, like it didn't flow over the rim, but it just lays over the rim of the bezel. Again, you really have to be looking to see it, and it doesn't bother me, but it's just something for me to take forward after learning how to use these. I was so nervous about getting them off the tape. The tape is so sticky. Like, I know that's what it's meant to be. I know it's sticky tape. But there was part of me that's like, how do you get these off? Like, they were solid. But guys, I absolutely love this one with the key. It was just perfect. That combination of just one key and 3 cogs worked a dream. The last one, I just got in such a mess. It was like the tape was sticking to itself. It was folding over and sticking to the resin, and oh my gosh. But the results are just, I am utterly in love with the simplicity of these and how it is the most perfect beginner project ever. Especially even anyone like myself who's like really into epoxy resin and just doesn't really do much UV resin. This, oh my gosh, it doesn't get any easier. I absolutely loved it. I love everything about them. They look like pocket watches. Is that? Yes, they look like the mechanics inside a pocket watch because they are around about the size, maybe smaller, just a bit smaller, of a pocket watch. And that is what I'm getting from these. I'm getting pocket watch vibes. Let me know what you think. I'm loving them so much. And this has fully inspired me to go down the rabbit hole of open bezels and UV resin. And oh my gosh, guys, if you're still here, we're nearly 9 minutes in. This is quite a quick video, but I have to let you know. Oh, guys, listen. Okay, Claire, breathe. Breathe. Washi tape. Washi tape. Do you remember the washi tape shop sent me loads of washi tape, including the stargazing set? Guys, we are going full on washi tape, UV resin, open bezels in the next video. Do not miss it. It's absolutely one of my favorites. Thank you so much if you've watched this far. I hope it has inspired you to grab some UV and have a play, because oh my gosh, it lends itself to just having fun and all of that jazz. Hit that like and leave a comment down below. Hit the subscribe, of course, if you have not yet subscribed, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.